You might be an empath if 1. You might be an empath if you know you listen well.
When you're listening, you know you are open to whatever someone is saying. You know you are accepting their message fully.
You might also realize that other people around you cannot listen like you can.
They only hear parts of the conversation, and you can tell that only some of them land. You might be an empath if
People are drawn to you to tell you their story.
and they do tell you
all of their story.
And while they're talking, you feel trapped and imprisoned.
And when they're done, you feel depleted and empty.
But they feel like something's lifted.
Because someone's finally listened. 2.
You might be an empath if
You are intuitive.
you can pick up on things. You can read the energy in a room.
You can
You
tell when something's off with someone.
When no one claims to know who farted.
You always do.
You just know things. You pick up on them. You can feel it in the air.
It's kind of like you're kind of psychic.
You can't tell if you know it or you feel it, but you are sure it's there. You can't explain it, but it's there inside.
You are intuitive.
It's a vibe. 3.
You
might be an empath if you can read body language like a book.
When someone's nervous or scared, no one else knows like you do.
Like if someone's posture and energy could send text messages, but only to you, they'd read, "I'm uncomfortable."
Or I'm new here.
Or I'm barely getting by.
Which is why it means so much when you know to walk up and say, "Hi."
Which leads us to number
4.
You might be an empath if
You are a human lie detector. Sometimes you'll get a sense that someone's lying and you notice no one else reacting like you are in your way.
You want to be like a referee and pull a card on the play.
the conversation continues moving smoothly, but inside you're throwing a fit because the only thing you're thinking is this person's full of
5.
You create great art.
Okay, maybe you can't draw or maybe you can't sing.
But something about you's always been really good at one thing.
6. You are tapped into something spiritual, something big.
You can tell when something deeper is going on and you don't even have to dig.
It's not about any one religion. It's about somehow we're all connected.
So when you talk to someone else,
You just see yourself reflected.
7.
You are a healer. You bring peace to other people.
You've always kind of known you always could.
You see a higher purpose
And you work towards greater good.
Something about you is something else.
It's
It's always been a thing you couldn't explain about yourself.
But you also might be an empath if
you're drained, you're tired, you feel like no one gets you.
You don't think you need to fit in, but you also think that nothing fits
You
you.
feel ignored by the people who you try to share your gifts with, and when they don't return that attention or they just don't care to listen,
You feel like something's wrong with you or that there's something that you're missing.
You can often feel down
from what we're all going through. The news affects your attitude, and sometimes you can't protect you.
You don't know why people are unfair or as mean as they can be,
And
you
you
wander
wander
through your day wondering, what does all that have to do with me? You can feel tired all the time, like you always need more rest.
You feel like you give your all and like you're never at your best. But here's the thing about empaths.
The world needs us.
The world needs us
To nurture them, to exemplify what's right.
While the world is battling unfairness, empaths must support them in the fight.
Empaths are the spiritual leaders of their families and their friend groups.
Everyone around an empath will turn to them with an issue they need to tend to.
Empaths. You take care of others. You spend hours thinking of everyone else.
But in order to be your best,
You gotta take care of yourself.
The only way your healing is lasting is if you turn your kindness into action. Pour into your own spirit. Pay yourself the love when you think that you should spend it. You must love your living because you keep everyone else alive. You might be an empath if you feel like your purpose is changing lives.
But from empath to empath,
You must do for you first.
'Cause, well,
You know the vibes.